You're worried now.
Why would I be worried about you?
But you're like so worried.
I don't understand.
Because it's me now.
Who you?
Me.
Who?
Me.
Who? Bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Another day, another episode.
We got a Cocktail Friday episode ready.
Continuation
of real, fake, or AI.
So if you don't remember, the score that has been the score for the longest, it is 2 points to moi and 0 points to her. But today it might change because we got 3 new stories for her to judge, and we'll see if y'all can judge along.
And with that, welcome to Unplugged. Oh shit.
So for this one,
I'm not even in. Let's start. Let's just start. I'm ready.
All right. So for this one, the theme really, there's no theme in the stories themselves. Well, kind of. This are like today I fucked up.
Okay.
We go back to the start. That's what I did the first time, and I had a lot of fun with it. So
okay.
The first one goes: today I fucked up by accidentally becoming a local celebrity at a Swedish pharmacy.
In what way?
This happened yesterday. I'm still not okay. So for some context, I've been learning Swedish for about 6 months. I use one of those language apps. I watch Swedish TV shows. I even changed my phone language to Swedish to immerse myself. I am, by my own estimation, extremely advanced for 6 months. Now, I had a mild rash on my arm. Nothing crazy. I just needed some cortisone cream. My Swedish girlfriend was at work, and I, brimming with linguistic confidence.
Why do I feel like you did some shit you were like, right? Anyway, continue.
Brimming with linguistic confidence, decided I don't need her help. I'm basically fluent.
You said some bullshit.
Me with Swahili. And during the trip. I don't need you. And then I get there, people are speaking, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. I have no idea what you're saying.
D, help.
Talk to the nigga. I just looked at her and be like, help. I walked into the pharmacy, the apotek on Sveavägen. For those of you in Stockholm who want to avoid me forever. And I approached the counter. The pharmacist was a very kind-looking older woman, and this is where I, a fully grown adult, confidently asked her for cream for my armbåge, which I was certain meant arm. It does not. It means elbow. I have a rash on my forearm.
After 6 months, you didn't know arm. I'm sorry. You made this shit.
Like, I gotta confuse arm with armbåge. Like, make it make sense.
That's the thing you're fluent.
Brimming with linguistic confidence. Sheesh. I have a rash on my forearm, and this distinction mattered. This distinction mattered 0 to me, a man who was wrong about everything. She nodded and went to get something. She came back and handed me a box of compression elbow wrap. I stared at it. My Swedish was not good enough to explain the misunderstanding, but it was just good enough to dig the hole deeper. I pointed at my arm and said very slowly and helpfully, Nej, det kliar på min huddel.
What?
For the readers, huddel does not mean skin area. It means approximately skin part. She blinked at me. I pointed more aggressively at my forearm, like I was identifying it in a police lineup. She called over a colleague, now there was 2 of them, and me pointing at my arm. In a moment of absolute tactical stupidity, I decided to just show them the rash, which I want to stress was a very small and unremarkable rash. But I had been gesturing at my arm so frantically that the colleague apparently thought I was describing something much more serious, because she immediately called a third person from the back. A man in scrubs, an actual...
Scrubs at apoteket?
You know how you have the apotek?
No.
No, have you never seen those?
In scrubs?
Yeah, basically.
Like, what do you describe as a scrub?
No, not like
scrubs. What are you describing though?
No, I'm describing, like the ones who look more official than the people
That's just like
standing at the...
the coat.
Yeah, basically.
The scrub. They wrote scrub though. No, something fishy there.
An actual pharmacist / doctor type. He came out looking very serious. And at this point, there was a small queue behind me. So in the scrum of 3 pharmacy employees now crowding me and my pitiful little rash, someone accidentally knocked an entire rotating display of reading glasses off its stand. It spun across the tile floor.
What kind of confusion is going on in this place? Nah, I'm probably gonna go to the apotheke just to check it out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
It spun across the tile floor, scattering glasses in every direction. The pharmacist doctor hustled over to help, and not seeing a pair of glasses on the floor in front of him, stood directly on them, 1 foot, and shot forward like he stepped on a banana peel, doing a full desperate windmill with both arms.
No,
before catching himself on a shelf of vitamins.
No, okay. Every time these stories get crazy, but the second you've written this shit. Because last time it was the girl who missed the friend's wedding and then went to some bullshit. The car got stuck and then she came back. The dress was not the dress. She went to buy it. Now she's a bridesmaid. And I'm like, when shit is escalating like this, she probably wrote this shit. She had so much time in her hand. Okay, continue. Vitamin bottles,
Is catching himself on a shelf of vitamins, which held, but only after dramatically bowing outwards, and snapping back like a diving board. The queue had now stopped pretending not to watch. I grabbed the first thing on the counter that looked like it could be skin cream, handed over my card, paid 89 crowns for what turned out to be prescription-strength athlete's foot treatment,
Bruh.
and walked out at a pace that was not quite running, but definitely not walking. My girlfriend called me as I reached the door. I told her what happened. She was laughing so hard, she had to pull over. The rash is gone.
Pull over where? In Stockholm? You're pulling over to laugh? In what traffic? In where?
Who said she was on the highway? She could have been like, just pulling out and then be like on the side of the road.
Just to laugh.
Ahana.
In Stockholm.
Ahana.
This Stockholm.
Ahana.
Continue.
The rash is gone, not because of the athlete's foot cream. I think it cleared up on its own, or possibly out of shame. And that's story number 1.
Wait, so he also had athlete's?
No. Like
the rash.
The rash. He had a rash from before, and he got the cream that was actually.
And he put it on.
Cream. He didn't put it on.
Okay.
My friend, what?
Listen, at this point,
he said not because of the cream, just on its own.
So first of all, the language in itself, I'm like, this is some shit you probably write, just to mess with me. And then there's the whole escalation of events. This shit doesn't usually happen in Swedish stores, I can tell you. This escalation is a lot.
No, these days it's been crazy. Have you not seen that story of the guy who was naked outside of the... it was recently.
Naked outside of where?
We were in Kenya when this was happening, but... it was a guy who was completely naked outside of either a restaurant or a store, maybe an Ika, I don't know. And police had to go and get him, and he was just standing there naked in front of the entrance, full naked, but naked. I'll show you the story later.
But see, that one, I could believe. But if you told me that the guy was naked, the police tried to chase him, one of them slips and falls, and then another, I'll be like, the escalation of events. And then a grandma walking out, falls, and her I'll be like, this is so many things happening,
So it must be me. Is that your guess?
It's the escalations. It's the escalations of events. It's the escalation. And then the doctor had scrubs on at apotheke. You've seen a doctor, when you've seen someone with the medical coat. You don't call it as scrubs. What if you're an English speaker.
But they have uniform that look like scrubs sometimes. Some people.
I haven't seen this. I've only seen when they just had the coats. I've never seen I'm thinking like how
seen
they
them.
are at the hospital. Those are scrubs. Like the
Yeah, like the
uniform they
top
have.
and the
I have
pants.
not seen that at Apotheke yet.
I've seen that, but also like at like Shista Apotheke or some shit. But it was like I've seen.
I haven't. So I'm like, so the fact that you said you've seen could be something you wrote. You see what I'm saying? I'm about to catch this bitch. Like,
I don't know what you mean.
you're about to self snitch. Look at your ass.
No, of course not.
So,
Maybe I'm playing along.
Okay, you know what? Just because I'm learning from previous experience, the escalation of events, I'm saying it's you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's but okay, let's continue. Let's see.
Story number 2. Today I fucked up by trying to act casual at my partner's work charity fun run. This happened 3 weeks ago. My partner has made me tell this story at 2 dinner parties since then, which I find both humiliating and deeply unfair, considering she's the one who made me go. Now, background. I'm not a runner, sorry. I want to establish this clearly and without embarrassment because I think it is important context for everything that follows. I do not run. I have never run. My relationship with cardio is complicated. My partner, however, is extremely fit, works with extremely fit people, and had signed both of us up for her company's 5-kilometer charity fun run approximately 4 months before mentioning it to me. The event was at a local park on a Sunday morning. Sorry. Her colleagues were all there, maybe 40 people, along with their partners and families. I arrived in what I believed to be appropriate running gear. My partner looked at my outfit and said, "Is that a cotton t-shirt?" in the tone of someone watching a car slowly roll towards the end of a cliff. I told her cotton was a natural fiber and therefore probably fine. Side note, it was not fine. The run itself started okay. I had a strategy, which was to begin conservatively and find my rhythm. For the first kilometer, I was genuinely doing all right. I was near the back of the pack, but I was moving, I was breathing, I was a person who was running.
When you've never run before, I feel like this is you. You might have written this shit too. Like the fuck?
Then a man in his late 60s with a shirt that said "Grandpa on the Run" overtook me at a pace I can only describe as leisurely, and something in my brain made a very poor decision. I sped up. Not because I needed to, not because the race required it, purely because I was not going to be overtaken by a grandfather whose shirt was an awful pun about himself. I matched his pace. I even, briefly, pulled ahead. I looked over my shoulder and felt an emotion I can only describe as completely unearned athletic pride. Then I stepped directly into a small but committed pothole, rolled my ankle, and performed what witnesses would later describe as a full pirouette before landing on the grass next to the course. I was not seriously hurt. My ankle was fine. My dignity, however, was not, because about 15 of my partner's colleagues were directly behind me and saw the whole thing. There was a collective sharp intake of breath. Someone said, "Ooh."
Ooh.
One very kind woman stopped, crouched down, and asked if I was all right. I told her I was completely fine and that I had done it on purpose to stretch.
To stretch. In the middle of the race, you stretch.
She looked at me for a moment. "You fell on purpose?" "Dynamic stretching," I said, from the ground. "You drop down suddenly. It's a technique." Are you trying to bullshit? We're bullshitting
about an essay for uni.
Dynamic. She stood up slowly in a manner of someone who had decided not to pursue this line of questioning any further and rejoined the run. My partner had looped back when she heard the commotion. She found me sitting on the grass next to the course, red-faced, soaking through my cotton t-shirt, one shoe partially off. Because you have to take the ankle, no?
I know, but Jesus.
"Are you okay?" She asked. "I'm stretching," I said.
Stop your lies and go to the hospital, my friend.
She looked at me for a very long time. In the end, I finished the 5K. It took me 47 minutes, which I have since learned is statistically almost walking pace. Grandpa on the Run finished in 31 minutes and was eating a banana at the finish line looking completely unbothered when I arrived. He gave me a thumbs up. I believe he was sincere, and that somehow made it worse.
I don't feel like he was. He was
like, my partner's colleagues now refer to me as the stretching guy.
Oh no.
I met her manager last week at her work Christmas party, and even he laughingly said, the stretcher.
Oh no. Now you're this. Oh God. You better do that move every time.
You know what I mean?
Every single time.
You gotta commit. You better commit. Hey.
I like any company event, just drop down and be like, I'm stretching.
I'm just stretching. Dynamic stretching.
Before drinking, you know.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that story?
For this one, I'll say real. Let's keep it moving.
Okay. Last story. Today I fucked up by pretending to be deaf for the entirety of quarantine. Like COVID.
I know. But what? That's at least like with the entirety for the 2 years you was deaf.
So 3 months ago, or whenever it was that the quarantine started, I started an online course for a few subjects. To provide some background, these aren't my school classes or anything, and I've never met these people before. There are maybe 10 other kids in class, and the teacher is actually pretty great. So the first 2 days go pretty well, but on the third day, I fuck up big time. We were in between a physics class, okay, that had already been going on for an hour, and I'd completely gotten distracted halfway through. I had an incredibly low attention span, and this was already too much for me. When the teacher called my name to answer his question, I had no idea what he had been talking about, so I tried to Google it. However, I had shitty internet. So it took really long to load, and the teacher was getting pissed as to why I wasn't responding and why I was typing. You know how you're on Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
So completely freaking out, I decided to text him on the Google Meet chat and make an excuse that my laptop's audio and microphone has not been working today, and I've been reading the subtitles, which take quite some time to load, so I hadn't quite gotten his question yet. In my immense panic, I phrased it somewhat vaguely, and I said, quote, "I can't actually hear. I've been reading the subtitles. They take quite some time to load." To which the instructor said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't aware that you were deaf." In my intense panic and anxiety, I just went along with it. Dumb as fuck. It actually worked out fine. I typed out all the...
Yo, you're going to hell. One-way ticket, highway. Oh, shit.
I'm so done. I'd typed out all the answers sent to me and even bought a hearing aid that I sometimes wore in class. Now I say sometimes because I don't actually have the focus and commitment to remember to put it on for every class. When asked about it, I told the people in class that even with the hearing aid, I can't really hear so much, so I usually don't bother wearing it. They bought it. Everyone in class likes me now, and they find me very endearing.
Oh my God.
There's a girl, Carla, who says I have the most beautiful smile she's ever seen. So this is actually going really well for me. But like most of my antics, this backfired on me big time. When I made this godforsaken decision all that time ago, I was sure I was going to get away with it. We were never going to meet IRL. However, about a week ago, the instructor decided to meet IRL as the lockdown in my country had been lifted. I spent all night watching videos of deaf people and trying to figure out how to behave.
How to behave? That's insane. Look at... What? What?
I decided to pretend to also be completely dumb so I wouldn't have to try to speak like them.
Yo! Can you go to jail for some shit like that?
You should be able to. That's some
insane.
fuckery. Yeah, it seemed very hard. I didn't want to try. So anyways, we meet up and everything goes well. No one uncovers my secret or anything, and I spend the entire real life meeting with Carla, who is completely fucking stunning in real life. She's smart, she's funny, she's kind. We keep handing each other notes on tissue paper, and it's the cutest shit ever. I haven't ever been this attracted to anyone in my entire life.
She gonna leave your ass, bro. You know this, right? She thinks you're deaf.
Towards the end of the meet, however, Carla hands me a tissue paper with one little heartbreaking sentence on it. Will you date me? Fuck. Panicking, I tell her I need some time to think, and she's chill with it. I'm supposed to be meeting up with her tomorrow. I can't pretend to be deaf and dumb while dating her. It's fucking impossible. But if I have to keep up this charade, I'll have to let her go. And I don't want to do that either. Oh, if I can't keep up with the charade, sorry. There's also the other option where I just tell her it's all an act. Best case scenario is that extreme embarrassment plus amazing girlfriend. Worst case scenario, she thinks I'm an asshole and I lose her anyway.
And can she tell the teacher that this nigga has literally been...
I hope you don't snitch on the teacher. That's story number 3.
Those were long ones, damn.
I know, sorry. That last one was very long.
All right, so the first one was...
Swedish pharmacy.
Pharmacy. Second...
Running. The charity run with the work.
With the, like, work... Yeah. And then the third is this one with the being deaf and dumb. Fuck me. As I said, I'm probably going to lose this one round as well. I don't care. But with the escalation of events, I feel like the first one was yours.
Okay.
Real. Which one was AI? This one or the falling down? Acting like you were deaf and dumb during COVID. Niggas you never met. Nah, girl, when I ask you out. Okay, I'll say the second story. So first story real, second story.
Wait, real? Or you said I wrote it.
Oh, sorry. Fake.
Okay, so first one fake.
Yeah. And then I'll say AI.
Is AI.
And then real.
And the last one is real.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your final?
Yeah. And I'm not gonna get it either way, it's fine.
So the first one, let me just go back. So the first one with the guy who was so confident in his Swedish, he went to the pharmacy and created an absolute mess. You said I wrote this one. This one was AI.
It was AI?
This one is AI.
Damn. I was like, the escalation of events is crazy.
But I deadass was asking AI, make it crazy. Like,
look at that.
You know what I mean?
And it knows you so well from the other creations. Shit. Okay.
So that one was AI.
Because I was like, that story cannot be true either way. I was like,
no, it's definitely not true. The fuck, spinning around on fucking glasses, falling onto the vitamins. I was reading it going like, damn. Like,
I was like, this is what she would write. Okay.
The second story with the guy who was going on his partner's charity run, I wrote this one.
I had a feeling because I've talked about marathons before and this bitch can't run either.
I really can't.
But I was like, I was so convinced the first one was you. It was just from previous experience. I was like, oh shit. Okay, fair enough.
Which means that the last one
was
real.
Oh, it was real?
Yeah, because the first one was AI.
God,
so you got the last one. It was a real story. And there was an update.
On that one?
There was an update on that one. I will summarize it because it's very long.
Okay.
Because I was reading it going like, what the fuck? But the update is that he went on this date and she had come already to the date with like a notepad and pens and being so considerate and everything. And he felt so fucking bad. And eventually he was just like, listen, I just snapped. And out of guilt, he scribbled on the thing. He didn't even say it. He scribbled down something along the lines of like, I know this is not easy to say, or like, I don't want to break this to you, but I'm actually not deaf or dumb. And she replied, I know. Bitch, I know.
Beautiful story.
And she was dying. And he was like, what the fuck? And then started just speaking normally. And she was like, yeah, bitch, I knew from the get-go. Like,
he wasn't paying attention, nigga. Like, it was obvious.
And then he showed her like the post on Reddit and like his thought process and everything, and she was just like, "Oh, that's really cute, actually." Like you're just dumb.
So they're now together.
Yeah, they went on a date and they're going on a second one. And I think
Oh,
that was it.
shit.
So I was just like, "That's really cute.
nice.
That's so cute."
She's like, I
Yeah.
know, nigga. Like,
Oh, actually, no. What she had done was like she laughed and then explained that she thought it was so cute because she had Googled him. She saw him during the thing. You know how you do. You'd be like, I'm gonna go on his Instagram. Let me find this guy's Insta. You know, trying to find like some information. And then on Insta, there was like a video of him like screaming at a concert. She was like, "You're definitely not no deaf nigga. You're definitely not deaf." It was
but
so
I like
funny.
that she played along.
Yeah, she just went along with it the whole time. That's so cute. I was like, bro.
That was nice. Okay, well. So the score stays still at 2 for Yazzie, 0 for me.
It will continue to stay this way, I feel like. Unless you,
For a while.
because I'm not getting it either. You got good too. So I'm like, you're going to stay as 2-0.
Forever together. Together.
No development, no peace. No development, no peace.
But let us know, guys. Did y'all get the right answers? Did you get the stories correctly?
Or did you get them wrong too? And which ones in that case? Leave it in the comments below, please.
And as y'all ponder through the stories, the fuckery, like, comment, share, subscribe.
All the good thing.
And we're going to see y'all in the next one. Ciao.